Thanks, Vishal, for this introduction. So once we are settled down, we can get started. Approached me a few weeks back and asked me to give this talk on science and technology vision for India's future. And he told me you have 20 minutes. Now that's a very tough thing to do when India was its vast history and such a diverse population. What should we as a country aim for in science and technology? So my argument will not be in lines of the general, and I do hope you will learn something by the end of this talk. So I am from the Department of Mechanical Engineering at the Indian Institute of Science. All of you know that Indian Institute of Science is more than 100 years old. So if you look at the address, India is 5,000 plus years old, maybe 7,000, I don't know. The only country in the world which has an unbroken culture throughout its history. A culture where new religions have been born without a fight. In fact, possibly the only culture in the world where a new religion was born to protect the mother religion. Sikhism is the example there. So there are several things that's unique in this 5,000, 7,000 year old history. And then we come to Bangalore, which is about 400 years old, Indian Institute of Science, which is 100 plus, Department of Mechanical Engineering, which is 65 plus, and I am sure I don't look 60 plus. So that age gradation is there over here. It was working. One second. It'll work. It was working. Okay, you had next slide, please. Because you have a lot of clicks, that's a problem. Just turn it on. Okay, so now it's working. Okay, fine. So what has changed in the last 40 years? If you look at the changes, you had travel, communication, and energy consumption. So in the time that I was a kid to now, if you look in this country, these are the basic things that have changed, and this is what has mostly changed around in the world, maybe a few years earlier than us, a few tens of years earlier than us. Next slide, please. I think I can do it myself. So in travel, what has been the change? In India, you had 5 million vehicles, which has now increased to 100 and close to 170 million vehicles. The result of all this has been more pollution, more anger. You can see that most of us work on very short fuses when we are driving. Road rage was something, an unknown thing 40 years back. Nobody used to get angry while driving. And more dissatisfaction. The neighbor's car has become bigger than your car. Or your girlfriend demands a bigger car, your wife wants a bigger car. So bigger problems. And this is something that has changed over the last 40 years. The number of people who die in road accidents has more than gone 3 times, close to 4 times. And now you look at the national loss because of this, assuming that each life is worth roughly 1 lakh rupees, which is very, very low. The loss is around 4,000 crores. And if you add, generally the life is worth 10 times that, about 1 million rupees, you're losing 40,000 crores a year for no reason. So a huge loss for the country. So civil engineers have to work very hard to find out what are the reasons and how you can go about it. So people say reduce the speed, put a speed breaker, but speed breaker itself creates death. So answers are more than that. And communication 40 years back, in Bangalore we had 2 medium wave stations, Vivid Bharati and Bangalore. And you had all those medium wave and amplitude modulated systems, a few short wave and AM stations we had, but no frequency modulated stations in Bangalore, 40 years back. And we had 0.003 TV channels in Bangalore. Now you might wonder what this crazy number is. We used to have TV in Bangalore during cricket matches. It used to be broadcast live in Bangalore, and it was a 5-day match. There used to be 5 days of a temporary TV station put up with a few TV receivers put in various places. I was studying in the Kendriya Vidyalaya Hebbal, and so the Air Force used to have a TV. Around 500 people like this sitting and watching the TV. You can't even see what's going on. Small TV in the front. But it was a thrill watching. So once in 4 years you had this cricket match, and that's why I put this number, 0.003. To today, you have many FM stations. In fact, radio is mostly dead. I don't remember listening to the radio for a long time now. And you have more than 200 plus TV channels. I have stopped watching TV. The last time I went to IIT Delhi, the person who took me to the room, he promptly on the TV. I told him, you can shut it off. And he looked at me. I told him, I have not watched TV for the last 3 years. And he looked at me, this guy, is something wrong with him, or that's something that's unheard of. But I have stopped watching TV because there's no point in watching TV. And then I told him, sirf bakwas hai TV mein. And then next day morning he meets me and tells me, sir, what you're telling is correct. Sab bakwas hai iske andar. So I hope I have got one more person who says TV is a waste of time. And the result of all this is more pollution, more anger, and more dissatisfaction. And communication 40 years back, no telephone. We got our first telephone time in 1980. One phone in the locality, it was a big pain because everybody comes and says, can I make a phone call? It was only a local call. No STD. We had what is called the trunk calls and lightning trunk calls. Lightning trunk calls took 4 hours and trunk calls took 1 day. And you had to sit in front of the phone for that. This is as mid-80s was like this. You had to sit in front of the phone. You move out of the phone, that fellow will call you and try to connect you. And that money goes into your account. It's a huge amount. Then came STD, which was a bigger pain. Because now neighbors come and say, can I make a STD call? You can't say no, but then it costs a lot of money. 1996, a call to Delhi that I made cost me 210 rupees. And from there I made a call to the US in Delhi, it cost me 400 rupees. Less than 4 minutes. That was the cost of phone calls. This I'm talking less than 20 years back. This was 1996.